sir, don't you understand that, or don't you see the fear that ये जो internal security को जरा भी disrupt किया जाए, even in pockets, जैसे आपने CAA stir में देख लिया, उसके बाद hijab remarks हो जाती हैं, well maybe not the hijab and the prophet remarks, but CAA stir and the agriculture reforms की जो laws है, अगर इसमें क्या होता है that the word goes out that on the street that if you push the government, if you push the security establishment to a certain extent with street protests, there could be a rollback. So is there any chance that because of these street protests, there could be a rollback to the Agnipath scheme?
There is no question of any rollback. There is no question. It is. Let me tell you one thing. This is not something which is a knee-jerk reaction which has come overnight. This has been being debated and discussed for decades. In 70s, we had General Krishna Rao Committee, of which General Sundarji, General Chibbar, they were the members. They talked about reorganization and reforming of the army, including the manpower policy, technology and others.
So you're talking 40 years back?
No, not only that. It is not only 40 years back. Then there was this thing of the Arun Singh Committee report in 1989. Then there was a group of ministers, this thing.
Arun Singh Committee would be 30 years then. So what you're telling me, systematically there have been...
No. Every time it was being felt, there was this thing of the Subramanian Committee report, the Kargil Committee report.
So again, that is 30 years.
Again, then there was a group of ministers report. Okay. And then all these consistently had a refrain, go for a young army.
So across
and the army's demand.
Across different political parties which have been in power.
But there was a problem. While everybody realized that it was necessary, nobody had the will and the ability to take the risks. I'll tell you an example. Ministry of Defence in 2006 wrote a letter to the Ministry of Defence wrote a letter to the Ministry of Home Affairs that we are thinking of implementing this thing. Will the CPMFs be able to take some people on this thing, the reserve for that? Home Ministry gave a reply to the Defence Minister's letter that we are forming a committee under the Director General BSF to examine the matter. That committee's report has never seen by anyone. That letter of the Defence Minister was never sent back. Defence Minister never sent any reminder. It is that
so when was this?
It was in 2007.
Okay.
The letter was sent in 2006 and 2007 the committee was formed.
So this is bureaucracy going round and round?
No, it's not a bureaucracy. It was a political will. That is, it is such a big problem. It's such a huge mass. Who will dare getting into it and bringing about the change? It can happen only with a leader like Prime Minister Modi, who will say that if this is in the national interest, if this will make India strong and secure, then no risk is big enough, then no cost is high enough. Even if it is a political cost, I will pay it, because he visualizes what happens to the Indian army 15 years from now. Security is not only thinking about your generation, also about the future generations. You will have an army which has been recruited and selected, and they have got manned by the people who have got the highest degree of fitness, agility, training, capabilities and others. They would be manning it. And then there will be a civil society in which you will have thousands of people who are there to bring about the change. They will be the catalysts of change.